National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and they will score a pick six to the Texans TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
On first down, Donnelly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Patriots, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Donnelly. And Dixon has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over to the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
The Texans sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Love. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion right is Davis. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Stevenson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, Love. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
First down, New England.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Love. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson
From 13 yards out.
and the Patriots get a bit closer. Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Texans 21, Patriots 7. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Donnelly. And Dixon has it. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Give left side for Pierce. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 1st down. Donnelly. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They've gotten into a rhythm. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Love's throw there complete to Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen's first catch, good for a 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
On play action, Love to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing. Love.
And his throw is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Third and long for Love. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Off the play fake. Donnelly. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Willis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the Patriots' 31-yard line.
Handoff right side to Pierce.
There's the stiff arm. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Off play action. Donnelly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Love from the gun.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off the play fake. Donnelly. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A final shot before break. Donnelly. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Donnelly. It's caught right side. Dixon. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Donnelly. Throw caught there by Willis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Give to Pierce now on the option. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, Donnelly. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Able to power through, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Pierce. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Love looking to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Love. And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They go play action here on first down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off play action. Donnelly to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Back to throw. Donnelly.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 72 yards on the ground so far for Stevenson, and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
To throw now, here's Love. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Second and inches at the 39-yard line.
Love now. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
Looking to throw. Love. Man open, here is Jones. Down the right sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The York on now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Patriots 14.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Handoff left side, Pierce. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They work now on 2nd and 9. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Barber.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First down, Patriots.
Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Again, it's Love. Flushed out right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The partner under the lights.